Hello there, episode 3 of Heath TV, and yet again we've got another milestone man this week, Mr. Dominic Walsh, who we believe just over 200 games maybe.
Yeah. There's rumours that it might be more, but we'll leave it.
We're going to settle on 200 for this week. So actually, you'll notice in today's programme, or Saturday's programme, depending on what day you're watching this, we're actually now totalling all the first team appearances by the lads. So now we won't have this situation again. We'll get it on time. So anyway, Dom, 200 games. How's the body?
Yeah, it's fine. Feels like a first game. You've watched enough games early on to know that physicality and tackling has not been my forte over the years. So body feels like it did 10, 15 years
ago.
Right,
I'm just going to have to delete a few questions here now, actually, because I asked a few lads a few questions, but no. So have you got another 200 games in you?
Probably, yeah. If I'm allowed, yeah. But
well, we've had a question from one of your actual colleagues. How do you fancy moving into the front row now you're getting older?
No chance. Yeah.
No.
Different game. No chance.
I think it was actually one of our props who asked that. I think he just wants to cuddle you on a Saturday.
I have to put a bit of weight on my shoulders.
Yeah, because you are a bit of a fitness freak, aren't you?
I don't know about that.
Well, I've seen you in pre-season training. All the lads have been sick, and you're still running up and down that field. So, I mean, you do share the field with some lads who aren't. Does that frustrate you?
No, not at all. Maybe 3 or 4 years when I came back, it wasn't the culture there is now. But culture now is that a lot of the lads are working hard off the pitch. We've got lads who maybe 2 or 3 years ago weren't as fit as they are now, but especially the last 2 years, everyone's fitness has jumped up massively. And I think that shows as well in the games. We've finished games strong, and it's been kind of the foundation which everything's been built. Sven works his hard out there, and but yeah, no one in the team is unfit or. So
a bit of a personal question for you here. There's obviously a lot of demands on the first team players here at the moment. A lot of travelling to do, and a lot of hours on the training field. But also yourself, you run your own business and you've got a young family. How do you manage to juggle all those commitments?
A supportive wife. I get the brownie points in there.
Yeah.
But I think it's with running a business. Obviously, it's stressful, but playing rugby is a good release. Sometimes you can come down here stressed out, but then you've got the likes of Ben Stringer and those sorts of lads who are, it's not long before you're laughing and you've forgotten about it. And again, it's a family club, so the daughter comes down here with my wife after games, and it's. I
mean, you can't forget your dad and your sister, number one supporters. They're always here. Your dad's normally at the buffet, I noticed, before the games. It's normally when I see him.
I think he actually missed the 200th game, official 200th game, which I don't think he's too happy about.
Ah, right. So officially it's your 200th on Saturday then. We'll pass it as that. Very good. Good stuff. Now, we did have a question from a Mr. S. Brown. Are you interested in a sponsorship package for next season?
I need to earn as much money as he does before I can consider that.
So we'll put you down as a maybe. So going back to the league, so everything's still to play for this season. The results the other week went in our favour. How crazy is it playing in this division this year?
Yeah, it's been an interesting year. Started off really well, and then probably quite frustratingly the 2 games against Pontefract and Scunthorpe. If we'd have won both those games, which we should have won, we could have been getting promoted on Saturday, but. It's still all to play for, so yeah, we need our friends at Kleck to do us a favour on Saturday. I'm not sure they will be doing that for us, but yeah, hopefully they're in a bit of form, so hopefully they can get a result at Harrogate and gives us a
It'll be a tough game, that obviously 2 big packs, Harrogate and Kleck, and that field. Kleck could do us a favour.
Yeah.
So this year, who's the best 9 you've faced?
Oh God, there's some good 9s in the league this year. Don't know who the best one is. I'm not going to say one we've got to play yet because I don't want to give them a confidence boost. I don't know who the best is I've played this year. Going back over the years, there's been some good players we've played against 9s. Probably Joe Bedford, probably the best, I'd say. We've played against when he was at West Leeds quite a while ago. But yeah, there's some good 9s. York's 9's good. A couple of others around the league who were pretty good.
So obviously we've got the Papa John's Cup coming up. Last year we lost in the semi-final.
Yeah, don't mention.
No, we won't mention that. But fancy your chances, Twickers?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And who would you least like to room with if we do get there?
Ben Stringer.
Ben Stringer.
Categorically. Last year when we were there, I roomed with Beastie and Jason Merry. And the lads take the mick at me, but I've got one of these watches that tracks your sleep. I had 10 minutes sleep because the room was boiling, they were snoring, but I'd genuinely rather room in that situation again with them two than Ben Stringer.
Right, so does that mean Jason Merry can get yourself back over here, please? Dom would like to share rooms with you again. Anyway, call that a do now. Thanks, Dom. All the best for Saturday.
Cheers.